Hi, my name is Brittany Boyers, and I am doing my presentation on special occasions in the classroom, and I'm going to be discussing different ways you can integrate holidays into your lesson plans. The first holiday that would come up would be in January, and that's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This is an awesome day, and you can incorporate it into a lesson for history or writing. You can talk about Martin Luther King and the impact that he had on America and the different movements he was a part of. And you can also use writing because you can use his I Have a Dream speech and have students in your class write about dreams that they may have, just like Martin Luther King's. The next day would be Valentine's Day. This is a really fun day for your students that are more craftsy. You can have them make little Valentine's boxes for their classmates to come and put Valentines in, and so it's good to get different types of learners involved in a day like this. President's Day comes right after that. This is a really great day academically for students to learn about. You can talk about all kinds of different presidents in the past and the importance of the president and the role of the president and different things that our presidents in the past have done that have made a positive impact on America. St. Patrick's Day is next, and this is a day that a lot of times gets overlooked in the schools just simply because it generally falls during students' spring break, but it can be an awesome day. It's really rich in culture and in history, and a lot of people don't know about just the Irish culture and history, and so this would be an awesome thing to discuss with your class and have different art projects, and they can talk about the commercialized side of St. Patrick's Day, but also learn a lot about the history as well. The first day of spring is also in first semester. You can talk about all kinds of different changes in seasons and the things that are involved with this, including different colors for the leaves as they change, and as spring comes up, the different plants we see. And this just can be a really fun lesson to also incorporate seasons and weather. Easter comes up next, and this is kind of a hard holiday to do sometimes because it does have such a religious background with it, but you can focus on the commercialized side of Easter with your class and maybe even incorporate some type of Easter egg hunt academically within the room. Earth Day is an awesome day to discuss with your class. You can really do a great science lesson on Earth Day, incorporating the importance of keeping our Earth clean and talking to your class about pollution and littering and how that can negatively affect our Earth if we don't recycle and do things like that. So that's a really fun day in class, and there's lots of good worksheets and lessons you can do with Earth Day. Cinco de Mayo's next, and since we're never in school during the summer, students don't get to talk a lot about our 4th of July or our Independence Day. So on Cinco de Mayo, this can be a great day that you can compare and contrast Cinco de Mayo with our 4th of July and talk about the differences and how our country gained independence just like the Spanish culture gained independence also on Cinco de Mayo, and you can talk about sombreros and fiestas and fun things that go along with that. Mother's Day is also in May. You can have your students make cards for their mother and talk about the importance of why they love their mothers. And Memorial Day is also at the end of May, and this is a great opportunity to have your students do a writing lesson and talk about maybe people in their family that have passed away and talking about the importance of remembering those that are not with us anymore. And then starting off the beginning of the next year, then you're going to have your first day of school, which is always an exciting time for students. You can have them do lots of get-to-know-you activities so you can get to know your students as well as your students getting to know each other. That's always a fun time, the beginning of school. Labor Day comes up next, and you can use this day to talk about different occupations and careers that people will have, and they can talk about what their parents do for a living, so that's a really fun thing to do for that. We talked about the first day of spring, so you can also talk about the first day of fall and the leaves changing, and even maybe do a fun art project for fall time. Columbus Day is also this semester. You can talk about how Columbus sailed the ocean blue in the year 1492 and talk about how Columbus founded America and why Columbus was so important to American history. Halloween comes up too. Kids always love this holiday. They get to dress up and come to school in their costumes, and it's always a really fun day for them, and you can do a lot of fun games and activities for this. Veterans Day is also this semester. You can talk about the importance of war veterans and people that have gone to fight for our country. And then Thanksgiving comes up. That time of the year is always fun. You can talk about the Pilgrims and how they founded with Plymouth Rock, which would lead into your holidays. You can talk about Hanukkah and Christmas together and just the importance of different beliefs and holidays. And then finish off the year with New Year's Eve to end the old year and start the new one.